just a phenomenal defensive performance in the second half. That lineup was Isaac and True and House and Donovan, and whether it was JT or Nelly, just unbelievable defensively versus a really good offensive team. We really stepped it up, and I think our depth is allowing us to keep subbing guys in, even though we have one of the best guards in the country out, and we're not missing a beat. True Washington has been impressive. Donovan Dent continues to be great. And I was so happy to see Isaac Mushila. We needed rebounding. He came in the game. And although he didn't score, he was plus 20 because of the rebounding and the effort. So great win. I got a lot of respect for what Santa Barbara is doing. They've got one of the best guards in the country, and we held him to 4 for 17 shooting, which was great. We wanted to have a team effort on him. So terrific win, and happy for our guys.
Jalen, a little bit of an off night, obviously shooting especially. Again, do you tell Donovan anything about, we need you to do a little bit more, a little bit different, or is it just Donovan doing?
No, he's been pretty consistently doing what we need him to do. You know what I mean? We need him to continue to. He was getting to the rim. He was taking good shots. Obviously, the assist to turnover ratio is terrific. With Jalen, it was more go make an impact defensively. We put him on Mitchell in the second half. I thought he was really, really disruptive. And it was just one of those offensive nights for Jalen that, hopefully he'll snap out of it because we know he's obviously a terrific offensive player.
Are you happy with the defense on Mitchell overall? 4-17 shooting. He did get 14 free throws.
Yeah, he draws a lot of fouls, but absolutely 4 for 17. It's a guy who shoots 60-something% from the field. So I thought the defense on him was phenomenal. I think he's one of the best guards in the country.
You guys get 23 points off of fast breaks. Did you like the pace of play and how you guys played in transition? Is that something?
It was all the defense. It was all the rebounding. It was all creating turnovers. They had 19 turnovers. We were able to go to our bench and keep fresh bodies in and try to wear them down. We had 41 deflections. That was a high on the year. But, yeah, turning them over 19 times was great. The defense in the second half was really, really good.
If you had said before the season that Mashburn doesn't play and House only scores 5 points, you'd think you guys would have lost by 20. Does this help you sleep better at night knowing that you have that kind of depth?
Well, and House has only played, and he missed a bunch of games too. We always thought we had depth, but to sustain those two guys being out, I'm really, really pleased and happy for the guys that are taking advantage of the opportunity. True is absolutely taking advantage of Mash being out. Donovan is absolutely taking advantage of House when he was out. And obviously we'll get healthy at some point and we'll be better because of it. So depth is sometimes it can be overrated, but when you're enduring players being out of games, it certainly has been very valuable.
Are you pressing any more than you thought you would coming into this year because of that depth?
Yeah, for sure. And I think we have a lot of the guys off the bench are long, quick twitch guys, disruptive. We didn't do it as much with Baker because Baker was guarding Mitchell, and I didn't want to wear Baker down. But, yeah, we have True in there, and we have Quentin in there, and Jalen. We're absolutely, and Donovan, we can really, really disrupt. So, for sure, it is a depth thing.
Baker had a pretty decent first half, but then I saw him doing some rehab when he got subbed out.
Ankle injury, yeah, and then he could hardly walk and told me he was fine. I was like, well, you don't look fine. So, yeah, I hope it's just kind of an ankle. He said he felt okay, but we had to get him out for sure. But he was good in the first half.
Any timetable on Mash?
No, I don't. It's not going to be, I don't think, anytime soon. I think his leg is healing up. He has a thumb, like a slight tear in his thumb that we want to get healthy. We don't want to rush him back. We want him to get comfortable. So he certainly will not play versus Santa Clara, and then we'll kind of revisit it from there.
Aside from Mash being out, how do you like the matchup against Santa Clara?
Oh, I have not watched one clip of Santa Clara, so I have no idea.
But you know they're a Santa team.
I know they're a Santa team, and so is Santa Barbara, and I know Coach Sendek, who coached under my dad, is a great coach, but I haven't watched anything.
Just the aspect of it being a neutral site game. Do you like playing neutral sites or anything like that?
I'm kind of sick of Vegas, to be honest with you. I'm not totally looking forward to it, but it's just as we've talked over and over again about there is some value to Vegas in the sense that we do get fans. We did win 3 games in that arena, which there'll be some familiarity. But we were trying to schedule a team we thought would win a lot of games at the neutral site, and we feel like Santa Clara will. They're always well coached. I mean, they've got guys coming out of their program to the NBA, so we know it'll be a tough test.
All 17 of Drew's points were in the second half. He had another game like that too, where I think all of his points were in the second half. Anything different with him in the second half? Is he kind of a closer?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he was in foul trouble in the first. He's just a gamer. He's tough. He's going to be a good player. So I don't know about the second half, first half, whatever it is. But as I said before, he's taking advantage of the opportunity. He's kind of he's a junkyard dog out there, and he doesn't look like a freshman. And he's playing with confidence, and he's disrupting defensively. So, as we've talked over and over again about, we got to keep these good young players here. And everybody knows I'm not going to be the coach that begs for support. I'm not going to do that. But we all know how important it is.
One other quick second half question is they were 0 for 9 from the 3-point line. I don't know if that's something different or just defense in general, or if you guys changed something.
We didn't change anything. It just talked about. There was 2 things we talked about. We got to rebound the ball. What we did significantly better was rebounded the ball well. They hit 2 where I thought our challenges could have been a little bit better, but no, we didn't adjust too much there. What we did do was fly around a little bit more in the second half for sure.
You had talked about how Danny took you out to dinner when you first got here. Did you do anything for?
I texted Coach Mendenhall, but he's been kind of busy, so he knows the lay of the land. But I would love to be able to get together with him. Got a lot of respect, just kind of, Google searching and seeing what he's all about. I think the most amazing thing is just the level of consistency that he has had. I know Eddie, Dave, they worked their butts off. You hate to see Danny Gonzalez go, but we all know how important football is to this athletic department. And although people sometimes think New Mexico's basketball school, like we need it to be a football school. We need all these fans that come here every Saturday. It just helps. I mean, it's we've got so many things good right now. And I know that Coach Mendenhall and whatever great staff he puts together, it's going to do nothing but change the lives of all these student athletes if we get that thing going. And we could certainly be competing at a high level in all those sports.
I mean, the second half, we just wanted to come out strong. In the first half, the game was pretty much close. We wanted just to come in and get steals, stops, and all that.
I know defense leading the offense is obviously something you guys would love to do every game.
Yeah.
That second half, the way the defense set up, the fast break, the transition, I mean, it was working pretty well for you.
Yeah, I mean, our coach talked about it in locker room. So, we just wanted to come out and just, dominate the second half because we wasn't really good, especially defensively in the first half. So we wanted to just, speed up a little bit again.
What changed there? I mean, I know you guys were pressing in the second half, but is there anything beyond that?
Nah, I mean, usually we play with, energy. I was our leader on that aspect, but, everybody wanted just to come in and contribute to that. So,
Is that speaking kind of defensively specifically? I mean, you guys had 12 steals tonight, so just really, and 23 fast break points as well. Just kind of defense was a huge thing tonight.
I mean, we knew our offense was going to be better, so we needed to get better on defense. So, in the huddle or whatever we had, we were just talking about getting more stops and running transition. I feel like we did a pretty good job in the second half. That's why we held that lead to 20 points, I think. Yeah.
17 minutes off the bench and you go on to lead the team in rebounds. I mean, is that something that you were kind of expecting your role to be tonight, or is it just falling your way?
I mean, I just want to go out there and play. I don't really care about numbers. I just want to be out there, get steals, play defense. Numbers never been in my head. Just want to come in and contribute to the team.
There was a point in the second half. House gets an early technical foul from the same ref that later gave your coach a technical foul. I'm curious how much you guys read into that, how much the energy maybe shifted, if at all, after those technicals?
No, I mean, moment like that, you just want to regroup and be better. Because, like, when you get technical fouls like that, a lot of teams, they just kind of fall down. But, like, with us, we were just trying to, like, push each other and be like, hey, let's be great and keep getting steals. We would just, like, kind of regroup.
I don't know what his halftime numbers were with True. I mean, if True finished with 17 points, it seems like.
They were all in second half.
Were they all second half?
All second half.
It seems like 1,500 at least. True Washington's done that twice now, where his second half, he's kind of become like the closer, because I think he had 0 points in another game where he ended up with a whole bunch. So, what is it with True that in that second half he seems to kind of light up?
Now, our freshmen been doing really good lately. Like, I think they probably just got, like, the older guys in the team be helping them to, like, keep them down and, like, whenever in a moment like that, to just push them to be like, hey, have, like, confidence in themselves and be ready for the moment. I think he'd be taking the advice, but he close the end. That's what he'd be doing good.
Those two freshmen, for them to be two true freshmen, in JT and True, and Donovan just to be a sophomore, how impressed are you when those three guys basically kind of took over long moments of the game tonight?
I mean, it's pretty impressive to me personally, like, just see those guys, like, going out there and dominate the game like that. For me, I just take a back seat and just watch them and enjoy, like, whatever they're doing, because you cannot just come in, like, in a conference like this and just being a true freshman and dominate like they do. Like, for me, I just enjoying, like, whatever they're doing.
You old guys, you fourth-year guys, you need to rest a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. We just, like, take a back seat and watch them and keep pushing them.
They were a team coming in from sea level up into elevation. Did you see them getting tired in that second half? Did you see them getting winded or anything?
I mean, the way we play our defense in the second half, I think we got them a little bit tired because we were pressing the ball. We were in the gap. We were, like, pretty much aggressive. Like, teams are like, a lot of teams, they get tired because when you're trying to run your plays and we're not letting you to get to whatever you want to get, you get tired and just start taking crazy shot, I think, personally.
Did you guys do anything different on the three-point line? They were on 0 for 9 in the second half. Is that a little bit of their legs and just the overall defense, or did you do anything specifically different?
I just think it's our defense because, like, coming out of the locker room in the second half, we were just, like, telling each other to come in and just play hard. Like, because we knew our offense would be good. So, like, we wanted to be better on defense. So, coming in the second half, we were just, like, telling each other to get more stops and deflection and all that to win the game.